Okay, welcome, all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honor to the elders apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the Akim, sincerely in the faith of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. My name is Lamadia, and this is my response video to the Elder Apostle to Heart video, Universal Basic Income. But first, I'd like to break down the word universal. Now, the word universal is combined of two words, uni and the word verse. Uni means one, and verse means to turn or to combine. So it means to combine into one. So what I believe is going on is Esau is conditioning the population to rely on the government for income. So in turn, what that does is less people want to go back to the workforce because they're receiving all the necessities from the government. So what ends up happening is if less people are working, these small businesses begin to suffer because they don't have employees to keep the business going. And also, by pumping more money into the economy, it brings about hyperinflation. Now, hyperinflation is when the value of the dollar begin to decrease. So it would take more dollars to cover the expense of a item that it did before, because the dollar is being devalued or is being decreased. So when less people are losing jobs, what happened is people begin to spend less. And when people get to spend less, that forces other companies to lay more employees off. And when more employees get laid off, that falls under more people spending less, which lead to a chain reaction to other companies going under. So what ended up happening, whatever that they have to sell it. And that's when deflation comes in. Now, deflation is when they have to sell goods for they have to put everything on sale and have to sell goods for a lower value than they did before, because they have to receive some sort of profit from it. But they have to sell it for the low, so to speak, like Jake like to say in the hood, for the low. So that's deflation. So a lot of items that once cost somewhat about the money, just notice that you're going to start seeing a lot of things being put on sale before a lot of stores close down. Now, let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras 16 and 21. Now it says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon the earth. Now the word victuals means food, or is referencing towards essential things that you need. So it says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon the earth. That's deflation. That's when the prices of goods begin to go down. Now, that may seem like a good thing, but it's actually not, because the stores only selling things to gain a profit of what they have. And then if they're not making a profit that they expected, guess what happens? It leads to more layoffs. So it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves to be in good case. Yeah, they're going to think themselves to be in good case. If you see a TV, 50-inch TV, 65-inch TV for like, what, $200 or less, people going to think, oh, shit. You know, I caught me a steal. So they thinking like that. They thinking that they getting something good, or they may think like, oh, these Yeezys on sale, these Jordans on sale, and they're gonna buy as much as they can with their money because they're thinking like, well, I'm getting in for the low. But what happened is, in turn, these businesses or a lot of these small businesses gonna go under because they're not receiving a profit. They're just trying to gain what they can get from these profit these items. So it says in verse 21, behold, rituals should be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves to be in good case. And even then should evils grow upon the earth. Evils mean bad times. Sword, famine. A famine is what? A shortage of food. So now, you know how niggas think. You give them money, what do you think they're going to buy with it? They're going to go crazy. They're going to buy a lot of jewelry, a lot of clothes, sneakers, things that's not essential for their living. So when they run out that money, guess what? They're not going to have money for food. So it says, then shall evil grows upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And that's what's coming. We entering a famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So now, because you have this bill that's been passed May 1st. Now, keep in mind, May 1st, a lot of historical things happen on May 1st. And that's one of the at least dates that they always decide to make major war events happen. But May 1st, 2020, they passed House Resolution 6666, which was also known as the Trace Act, where anybody pretty much that been in the surroundings of someone been tested positive for COVID-19, the government is going to remove you or your children from the home and detain you. And the way they're going to be able to trace you is through your phone. Because your phone let you know who is around you. It could track other phones. So if it shows that you was near somebody within 3 feet, whatever, they know you was in contact with certain people. So that will be their way of detaining people and removing them from their home. So with that, I'm going to close. And again, I'm going to say all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Shalom.